Welcome back to Sewing Tuesday. So today we're going to make some fabric clusters, and I'm going to attempt to we're going to hand stitch them, and I'm going to attempt to do slow stitching, but we'll see how that turns out. I have a bucket here filled with tons of fun fabric that I have, just scraps, pieces, different things I thought we would play with all Christmas. I started already by cutting a little bit of this off, and I'm going to use red, and I'm no expert at slow stitching. I've never really done it, but I've done some applique stuff, some embroidery, and I think it's kind of the same type of thing. So anyways, I'm sure there's so many other videos out there that are better than what this is, but we'll just figure it out. So embroidery thread has 6 strands in it. I don't know if you guys can see those little strands. Yep, there we go. And I'm going to just take 3 of them and gently pull, and that is what I'm going to, then I straighten this out so it doesn't get knotted. There we go. And grab my needle, and that is what we're going to use, just the 3 strands when we're sewing. So I have some buttons we can add. I have some little dangles that might be fun to add. So, all right. So I'm going to tie a little knot at the end of this, and we're going to build up our clusters. So I hope everyone is doing great. When you guys see this on Tuesday, I will be out in Morro Bay. So I'm pre-recording. My dad's brother passed away, and so the only relative now I have on my dad's side of the family is my aunt. And there was no way I was going to let her take care of everything on her own. So I'm going up, my brother's going up, and his wife, and I think my older sister, I have no idea. But, yeah, that's about where we're at. Oh, look, let's use this. So this is a, stripe. So I think we're going to make use of this stripe. And we are going to use that. Although I don't know if it really looks good with that green. We'll do some others with that stripe. But this one will. Look at that. Okay, so when I make my fabric clusters, I at least like to have 3 pieces of fabric, and then I'll add some lace onto it. That's just the way I like to do it. I don't really have sometimes I do 3 with lace and no 2 pieces of fabric and then the lace. It really varies. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put that there. We're going to kind of throw this at a diagonal, and we're going to do the same, but do this one up and down. And so I'm going to just sew stitch right in here. And then, like I said, I have tons of buttons and stuff in here that we can use and sew on or glue on. I have some snowflakes we can put on there as little dangles. That would be really cute. So we'll, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go straight across this way, and this one I'm going to poke up at the bottom. And this is just going to be very simple. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to leave a little break. So there's a tiny break right there, and I'm going to go up. And that's how I'm going to do it all the way through. So let me get you guys closer while I do this. Zoom you in. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to go up and see there's no where I'm trying to get it in the center part. So there is a space between these. And we're just doing a simple straight down. There we go. Now, I don't have any patterns, but I'll see if I can find some and we can play with patterns one day by doing this. Because I know that you can, in embroidery, you can like use, so there's fabric pencils that you can put on that will go away. Like they'll just eventually fade. And so that would be fun to do that and actually do some patterns on some of these. But I'll have to hunt stuff down. So there we go. It's nice secure. You're not going to have this coming off. If you want, you can glue it. But you can get a strand of embroidery thread for, depending on where you get it, you can get like a huge bundle for like $4, or you can buy them for like $4 or $4 on sale, and certain thrift store, craft stores have them. So really this is pretty inexpensive. So I am just making a little tie and going up. So we're just going to knot that right there. Here we go. And then I did not add any thread, ribbon, lace, whatever to this. Look how cute that is. And then if we add a little button right in the center, here, let's do that. That would look really cute on that one. Although, it might be funner with a red. Maybe a brown. Okay, so I have too many colors. Let's do that. It's a little lighter. Okay, so we're just doing another tie. I'm going to take the same embroidery thread. That way you can, it'll help pop this button. And I'm going to put it a little bit down further than what we did. There we go. Alright, so we are just tying that up. And when I do these, I like to go a few times, but I always tend to have to look where I poke and then put it through, or else I keep poking the back of the button. Alright, so here we go. That looks really cute. So the same way you tie the other. You make, see how I have just that, let's focus that little bit. I pull. And then just tie that knot. You can do it twice if you want. I don't see the need of it because these normally get glued down. So there we go. We have one done. Let's do this one. And I will show you another way that I do these. Should have had a bunch of these threaded with knots. Alright, so what we're going to do this time is go up, go down. We're going to make it a continuous so you do not see anything. So what I'm going to do is flip this over so you guys can see. I'm going right in the middle between where the needle first started, where we went up at first, and then this one. And that's just going to go straight. This time you want to actually go through the thread like I just did and pull it up. Then you want to go over and you're going to do the same thing, but see how cute that look is? It's just a continuous thread. So you're, one more time, you're going to go right through here. You can go right through the center. See how it's right between the two. Pull it up and go down. So we're going to do that again. We're going to go right through here. Oop, we want that through the thread. Just, I think it adds more, a little bit more effect to it. And we're going to go down. Very simple. There we go. I like doing this, especially something you can do while you're watching TV. You can really easily take it on a trip with you. Just have a bunch of pre-cut scraps and go to town. I debated about doing that on this trip, but I decided not to. Here we go. And if you wanted to, you can totally do like a square or whatever. And now we're just going to there we go, make our knot. And then there we go. So that is definitely not going to go anywhere. It's nice and secure. If we wanted to, we can add a cute green button onto here or a candy, but right now we're just going to leave that the way it is. So this is getting almost too small to do much more. So what we're going to do with this next one is actually I want to show you how easy sometimes this is to adhere. Ooh, I don't really like that. Okay, we're going to switch. So we have, this would be, okay, this is going to be another one. We're going to do a different one with that when I have more thread. So with this, I'm going to just put this, oh wait, we want it the right side. Get that color on there. And we're going to put this right here. And we are going to sew on a button. Now, which button? I don't know. Well, let's do that. That worked. That's what I had in my hand. How funny. Actually, no, excuse me. I think we're going to do one with two. So let's do that green. That green is pretty. So we are going to stick it up. Go down. And, oops. Okay, and then this is, I'm hoping I have enough thread for this. We'll see. Let's get this back threaded. Oh, come on, go all the way through. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I have the two up there, so I am going to Do one more up just to give it the little bit of thick, but I'm not going to go down. I'm going to go right in here. And now what I'm going to do is hold on to my finger right here, and I'm going to go around and around. And then I'm going to go underneath because I'm running out of thread. I might do more. I would have done more, but it's getting pretty low on that thread. And then I'm going to tie this off. But see where my hands are still holding on to that thread so it doesn't get put, see, yeah. Okay, let's see if I come, there we go. Pull that tight. Now you have, I would normally do more, but that's still, and these are, like, if you wanted to add a couple stitches right here, you could, but that's still really done and really cute. Okay, let me show you one more style. And I think we're going to decorate this one before we do that last one. And if I can have so many bips and stuff on my table, it's not even funny. I'm going to take one of these bulb, and we are going to put this on, and that way it just adds something little. There we go. I wanted to decorate them all. Okay, so we're going to do this, and hopefully this will work. So we're going to sew kind of along the edges of this, and let's get this needle threaded. So normally when I do this, I have like I have a lot just plunked out. But I don't hand sew these a lot. I'll glue them down if I am in a hurry. I prefer to sew them because I love to hand sew, but machine sew. I'm not a big hand sewer, but we are going to do more with hand sewing. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to poke a hole through this bottom part, and I'm going over the edge and back through this, and then I'm going to put this through this hole, uses a lot of thread, so I'm not sure if I have enough thread, and this isn't going to work the way I want it to with, okay, we'll have to do this a different way for a different one, but we'll just we'll do it this other way. Okay, and we're just going to keep going over this way. So normally it would show like, it would go through and you would see a cute stitch, but it's not going to work, so we're just going to do it, keep going this way. So you're just going to go back and up. And I'm not pulling tight on this, because if I pull tight, look what happens. It's just going to curve all of that, and we don't want that. That kind of looks funky. So it's kind of a looser stitch, but I'm grabbing this right here. That way it's we're getting all the layers, and we are going to just keep going. Now I'm going to trim this, well, actually we're not, we're just going to leave it the way it is. Okay. Now I'm going to go and do this corner, and I'm just going to stick this right here again. I want to get that. That way we have our corner. And we're going to go over and just a little bit over and go down. I don't think we're going to have actually enough thread to finish this, but what that will do is I'll be able to show you how I fix if I run out of thread, how I do it. So we're going to go down. These ends are a little bit more taller than the sides. So okay, I think we can get one more down. Yeah, so we're going to go in the back. Make one more hole down. And then we're going to pull this over, make a little notch, and I am not going through all the layers. So you see there's none. I'm not hitting that top layer when I make that. Because of how loose these are, you want to go through it one more, you want to tie this knot one more time. So I'm going to try and get this back through. There we go. I'm going to hold that edge and tie that knot right there. That way this is still there, and look how pretty that is. Now you can totally leave it this way and that would look just fine, but we're not going to. We're going to finish it off. So I'm going to get some more embroidery thread. I have no idea what color this is. I don't know. Hopefully this will be enough. And we're going to remember embroidery thread is 3, so we're going to separate our 3 strands. And we're just pulling, and because this is a little longer than the other one, there we go. So sorry, let me. There we go. Okay, so we have this threaded now, and we are going to just tie this knot at the end. And so because that is there, we are going to flip this because we don't really need that, do we? Okay. So I'm going to start right where we left off. I'm going to go right there and just go around. There we go. And we'll finish it. So, are you guys all starting to work on holiday or what? I would love to know what you guys are working on. If you do any of this stuff, and you're on Instagram, you're welcome to tag me at Teresa Craft Shack, and I would love to see it. Debating about doing a Facebook group. So so people can share their work and stuff on there. But I just don't know yet if I want to. Alright. So we are almost done with this, and let's pull that forward a little. I'm actually really liking how this turned out. These are really loose, as you can see, but it's still pretty dang secure on there. And when you glue it down, it's really not going to make that big of a difference. Okay, so now we're started off where we're back. So I'm going to flip this over. We are going to tie our knot. And I am putting that right there and then going back through that hole and pulling. There we go. And let's see, is that, yeah, that's pretty secure. We're good. Okay. So there is that. Now how do we want to decorate this? Kind of like that. That would be fun. We can totally glue that down on there. I bought these buttons years ago. I have no idea where I got it from. Oh, let's use that. I don't know where these came from. My guess would be either Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's. Because for a while there, that is, you know, I did a lot of my shopping. Okay. Here we go. So, those are, let me zoom out now that we've done that. Okay, so here we go. How fun are those? So, I'm going to do a few more and fast forward so you guys can see. And I'm going to use some green thread this time. And then I'll come back and show you guys what all we did. So I thought I was recording this whole time. Telling you, stress, man. I got these two done. With just some lace and some trim. Guess we won't be fast forwarding. Yeah, sorry. So you can do just about any design you want on these. The fronts tend to look really pretty and the backs tend to look really ugly. See, very ugly. Alright, let's tie this off. I think I will decorate these and we will call it done. So, I'm going to actually use some of this stuff, this fabric that has some decorations, like these cute little teddy bears. I'll just cut one of these out. So when you use your fabric, it's always it's good to make use of the patterns sometimes, you know. I buy stuff sometimes just for the pattern of the paper, like what's on there, like with this. Oh, I fell in love with this, but I really liked the birds. So I thought the birds would be really cute as fussy cut figures. Okay, so we're going to add, let's see, we're just going to put this one right there. We're going to glue them down. And I'm not putting glue on all of it because I do want some of it to fray. And the glue will actually stop, will actually help combine all these layers. It'll just soak through the fibers. Alright, there's that one. It's a really good size. Let's do this bird and see where we want to put it. 'Cause I just love these birds. These birds remind me of my son. He is like obsessed with birds. In fact, he knows a lot of like just random bird facts. He buys bird books and just reads them. Love that kid. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Let's add that there. Alright, and so for this one, I think I want to add like a snowflake maybe? No. Maybe we'll do a dangle snowflake. No, I don't like that either. That is awfully thick. That's too thick. So I think I might just leave that one alone because I can't think of what I would want to put on there. Alright, so let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 done. I hope you liked this tutorial. I know I kind of covered up the slow stitching on these for some of them. But yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do. So, thanks for joining me. If you liked this content, please think of giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Bye.